Life's Great Mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
Yo, we got going on here. Picture Man. What's happening, Picture Man? What is up? Let me turn down this music. Where's my glasses? All right, let me see what we got. Woo! I got no sound. Got no sound. I see people interested in hearing about how we gotta combat this new the pores. So apparently now you're poor, which, bro, I can believe it. I can believe it. Oh, you're a little under the weather. Oh man, sorry to hear about that. Double links to the lot, yeah. That's how YouTube wants it now. They want you to have your phone set up and they want you to have the big screen. Dealio. But yo, I don't know if you guys had noticed, but what's been going around on YouTube is hold on, let me get YouTube included, because YouTube is sending me all kind of surveys and all kind of bullshit. What's happening is that what's going around on YouTube is they're saying that the inflation and everything else like that 100,000 isn't 100,000 anymore. They're saying that you need one set of videos said that you need at least 100,000 just to break even. And then another guy won up the 100,000 video and said you need 144,000 just to pay bills. You're still technically poor at 144. Oh, so you know that whole thing. That whole thing. Interesting. So let me see here. Let me pop this whole thing up. Hold on, let me take that off. Let me pop this whole thing up. And so as you come on in, hit up the chat as you come on in. Let me see if I can. Yeah. And I'll shout you out. Yo! Yes, America the Business Guy says America. Yeah, it's a little expensive. A little expensive. Yeah, bruh, I just you notice more and more that you're like, damn, you're making money, and then it's like, where did the money go? Where did the money go? All right, hold on one second. Hey, I really do appreciate people in the comment, even if they are spamming. It helps my channel. Believe it or not, it helps my channel because the average viewer is not commenting, and so YouTube they don't present my videos to other people because they think that I have like bots watching and stuff like that. So this what's going on right now? Yeah, that's helping a brother. That's helping a brother out. That's helping a brother out big time. So I do appreciate that. I'd ordinarily have to pay for that much interaction. Man, what the hell? Did he stop? No, don't stop. Keep it going. Because ordinarily I'd have to pay a bot farm to give me that kind of traction, brother. What the hell are you doing? All right. Let me go to YouTube. Did any of you guys see any of that stuff? Like it popped up on my algorithm. It took time away from the booty bouncing and the yoga stretching videos to send me this 144 is not enough. All right, hold on one second. 144K. Man, what the hell? Hold on one second. Let me add this. Okay. Go. All right, we back in business. We back. All right, hold on. Let me share this screen. So I'm gonna share mine. The shocking truth about 144,000. No, that's the wrong damn video. No, shit. All right, it's not enough money. Oh damn, everybody's talking. That's from Mr. Fantastic. All right. Which one are you? Middle class and poor. The line between middle class and poor. Yeah, that's from 11 hours ago. So, that's what's happening right now. That, and they're talking about over, and the reason why I bring it up is because most people that are watching my content are trying to start their own business, and statistically, they are right about a small business. Oh, my apps, what's up? And then Beth, what's happening? Yo. Well, your name says Beth. Sorry about that. Your name says Beth. All right. And in my apps, yo, good to see you here, brother. Thank you. I'm gonna have to switch. between. So the reason why I'm gonna even bring it up and talk about this new level. And Jake's, is this CEO Jake's? Jake's Repair and Service. And so I want to thank
being active on this YouTube
all of you guys for being involved and being active on this channel. And definitely thank you guys for being here. And so my app says, I think everyone is scared of the quantitative easing the government plans to take to keep the economy moving. You know what? Well, that's with the Fed and interest rates and whatnot. Yeah, the situation that we got going on is they do need to get a handle on the agricultural issues that we got going on. They do need to get a hold of, I know it's a sore subject, but they do need to get a hold of this, the medical billing situation. Okay, CEO Jake's cool. And thanks for contributing to the channel too. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, things are getting more expensive. I noticed that I'm paying bills and it just never ends. It's just the amount of bills you pay, it's relentless. It never stops. Yeah, I know it's got a lot to do with the fact that we're in this subscription economy. We're in this subscription world. Oh no, damn, I didn't want that fantastic video. I'm gonna have to go down to the 144K is a specific one. So let me go to 100,000 and then I'll just play one.
100 grand is not a lot of money in sales. Please, someone. Why am I
Yeah, he's right. It's not.
Numbers? If you're going to be in sales, make it count. The only way to do it is to alter your identity. You must have a new identity. Secondly, you must be willing to learn. 100 grand is not a lot of money in sales. Please,
it is not a lot. It is not a lot. We need so yeah, your business is gonna do 200,000, 250. I've covered it before as a one-man show. You're kind of gonna top out at 3, and it sounds hellified. It sounds like a lot of money, but once you start covering your vehicle, repair to your vehicle, upkeep, parts, tools. And then your lifestyle, just things you need for business like ink, toner, printers, cords. I mean, everything just erodes away. Start buying, solar panels and batteries, and stuff just erodes away at your money every turn, everywhere you look. And in our business, you throw in a couple of customers with slow pay, or you throw in some manufacturers with slow pay, some third-party type stuff with slow pay, and it is a nightmare. Why would you pick up? Oh, so here's one guy talking about the middle class.
Know that the middle class salary is now $100,000. In 2019, $40,000 to $50,000 would buy you a middle class life. In 2024, it's 100 grand. Even if you look at my life, my wife and I bought a $400,000 home, which is the average home in America.
Oh yeah, utility bills.
Not BMWs. The payment total is $850. We do spend $1,000 a month on groceries. We healthy Whole Foods. We make our coffee at home. We don't do Starbucks. We have a 401.
Only $1,000 on groceries.
Gas, cell phone. My wife does get her hair and nails done once a month. We go to date night every single Friday, but at like a local tavern or even Chili's for $100. And our monthly bills, are $7,000 a month. And we have cards, no student loans, and we don't have children.
I'm done with my student loans, and I have a kid, because I know some of you guys have like 2 or 3 kids.
Would buy you a middle class life.
Yo, it is.
100 grand. Even if you look at my life, my wife and I bought a $400,000 home, which is the average home in America. We drive.
It is nuts. I can't show Dave Ramsey because they're gonna hit me, and that was 4 years ago. but you can't show Dave Ramsey. But yeah, dude, why the first 100K is hard. So that is something that is going around in the algorithm right about now. Is $100,000 enough money? And in 2025, you know, stepping on into 2026, yeah, 100K. And they were talking about 100K, you know, you don't feel rich at 100K, you feel poor at 100K. And that is so true. That is so true. Hey, man, what the hell happened to my damn... Bruh, what the hell happened to you, man? I was dependent on you, bruh. Where the hell is... It's Ellie. Man, what the hell? Man, you can't even depend on spammers no more. That's tragic. Inflation, yeah. And so right now, they're just doing a ton. So this one has no views. That's how new this one is. The reality of 100,000 in 2025. So once you start,
here's what a
$100
salary actually looks like in
2025. You're going to see nothing
After
from the
federal,
video.
state, and payroll taxes, most people take home about $70,000 to $75,000.
Yeah, we
and
are
inflation has cut
getting
the value of money
up
by over 30%
every
since
step
the
of the
early
way.
2010s. Housing, healthcare.
I'm actually going to revisit some other clients that I've had throughout the year. I'm gonna refresh my my list of clients. I actually have stepped up, and I every time I go to a Dollar Tree, a Family Dollar, whatever the hell those stores are called, and I do see a young guy in there that's working, I give them my business card and I tell them to call me if they're looking to make a change. Because I'll go to the Dollar Tree and I'll buy, you know, disposable items, consumables, you know, the bleach and the scrubbers and stuff like that. And in the desiccant, I buy the it's like a dehumidifier in a plastic container, and I buy those. What did it say? No picture, or it wouldn't show. Picture man says my friend has 6 kids, and his grocery bill is more than his rent. Yes, and I don't even want to talk about how because I work so much and because I'm out so long, I just typically go ahead and get my kid Chipotle and all that other kind of stuff. So that's why I do realize that, yeah, Chipotle is super hot. Uh-oh, no video is showing. What the hell? No video is showing. Hold on, let me remove this then. All right, let me see here. Hey, let me hear if you guys say that there's nothing. Yeah, your utilities. Yo, I was just. All right, let's see what we got here. I was just talking with a realtor the other day, and yeah, we were talking about the utilities. Because I am actually going to add some. Oh yeah, thanks. I took everything down and brought up some new stuff. Thank you though. Appreciate you. Oh, let's see here. 2026 is all about sales outreach. Yeah, I am. Some of the manufacturers that I'm working with they were holding back in my market. And they said, now that I've reached out to them and told them that I was willing to support the product, they're actively making a push. They're actively making a push. Like one told me that they're adding 60 locations, so they have 2 of these manufacturers. Each one of them has each one has a dedicated sales person in Houston, because Houston is such a big market. And they didn't realize that I existed until I reached out. And so now they're making the push and, making, when these factories are selling directly to the customer, they make all kind of deals. Like they will give them some, so it doesn't affect the price. So they can say that they're selling it at the full price. All right, so they'll say, "Oh yeah, our item is $10,000," and so to grease the wheels to make everything nice, when a customer buys, enough equipment for 60 locations, they will give them a certain number of those $10,000 items, $15,000, $20,000 units. They will give them to them, and they call them rebates, they call it whatever. But that's how they're able to keep the prices high. So yeah, I am definitely adding. I'm definitely adding. Yeah, I just refreshed. All right. So and I don't know if it's the fact that I'm sharing some of this stuff. Oh yeah.
3 levels of business owners. I do everything by myself. I employ part-time freelancers. I have managers and specialists, and I steer the strategy. I price to fit any budget. I price by adding all of my costs and adding 30% on top of it. I price based on ROI. If my client makes 100.
All right, so that is the latest and greatest thing. So it's for me this year. The only way I'm gonna get over the $2,000 mark, the $200,000 mark, and take home, more than the 100 grand is I have to make the effort. I have to go through the pain of adding an employee, even if I can't keep them. It's going to be a rare thing that you're going to be able to keep employees, but I have to start 2026. I have to start. So I don't know who this is. Yeah, so it is $100,000 enough. So it looks like, yeah, that's been a thing now for the last 4 or 5 months. Everybody's talking about how at $100,000, you're feeling it. You're hurt. You're hurt at $100,000. So luckily we can work our way out of this hole with what we do. It's just not pleasant. It's just not pleasant. Did I talk to you guys about using the payroll services? So you guys can use who the hell am I using? ADP. So ADP makes this stuff really easy to use. All you do is you provide your hours to ADP, and then ADP will do all the hard work of the taxes. So ADP takes care of all the payroll taxes and then paying all the necessary parties. They'll generate the W-2s and all that stuff for you at the end of the year. So I did make the step. So I have added ADP. Once again, just like what I was explaining earlier, they do have some kind of like weird thing. You use them for a couple of months, and then they give you a credit for another month or two, and then you use them for another couple of months, and then they give you another credit. But anyway, using ADP, my employees will get actually direct deposit. So my employees will get direct deposit. you know, so this stuff is working out. I use it for myself. So here's one of the things: 6 months free. They do this. It's weird how they do it. It's not like you'll use it for 6 months and then they'll give you the second 6 months for free. You use it for 2 months and then you get a month free, and then you use it. It's the way they do it is so odd. So odd. But just so you know, the second that you go ahead and contact ADP or Paychex or any one of these fuckers, they are going to blow up your phone. They're going to hit up your email. Trust me. So, you know, when you're ready, give them a real number and a real email address when you're actually ready. Anything before that, you want to give them a bullshit number and a bullshit phone. I mean, bullshit number and a bullshit email address. But this takes all the work out of it. You can actually do payroll from your cell phone. All you do is everything's already set up. So you can tell them, hey, look, I pay people hourly, or I pay my guys salary. And then you can do it however you want to, if you want to pay people every week, and they just deduct the money right from your business account. So I'm all set. I am ready to go. I'm missing the employees. So that's my only issue is actually getting the employees and then going through the pain of training them. That I'm not looking forward to. How many of you guys here are looking to start your own business? Put a 1 in the chat if you're looking to start your own thing, if that's why you're here. Because my name is Mike Reed. I am a commercial appliance technician, and I've created this channel so I can cover topics for you guys who's doing training, either for yourself or for your technicians. How do you get a hold of the manufacturers? Looking up health department records for restaurants, schools, grocery stores in your market, that type of thing. So 2026 it's shaping up to be it's going to be a pretty interesting year. But it's definitely not a year where you're going to, it doesn't look like 2026 is a year that you're just going to sit back and everything is going to be on autopilot. 2026 looks like it's going to be kind of wild. That's what it looks like. So this business, it's not just about these big names, these large regionals, these nationwide chains. Look, bro, every single one of these nationwide chains can go out of business. And as a small independent, it wouldn't affect you in the very least. Large, Olive Garden, Cheesecake Factory, that kind of stuff. They are not using small independents. They're going with large service companies that can give them coverage like throughout the state or even nationwide, such as a Smart Care, Hobart, that type of thing, Whaley. So they look more, the larger the food establishment, the larger the service company that they would prefer to use. So my sweet spot are small locations, the regionals, restaurant chains that have like no more than 30. As a small independent, it's really difficult for you to take care of the needs of a restaurant chain that has 30 or more locations. Once they start having about 30 more locations, it gets to be a little much. Cleaning ice machines gets to be a little much. Doing some of the repetitive stuff, doing condenser cleanings and that kind of thing, it gets to be a little rough. And here we go. Now he's back. I appreciate you, man. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Because I need I am almost there. Hold on one second. Let me go back to YouTube. Yo, just a little update. Let me give you guys a little update on me and the channel. I'm doing, ooh, nice. I'm almost at 1,000. 973. I need 1,000 subscribers to get it where I can at least have YouTube pay me for the video, so I can start making some pre-recorded videos and start spamming YouTube with them. That's what I do. You know, that would help. That would help. So we are almost there. Even if you want to unsubscribe, in January. If you want to unsubscribe in January or February, knock yourself out. But if you could, hit me up with a nice little subscribe. That would help your boy out. That would help me out quite a bit. But that's what I need from you guys. I know quite a few people have been checking out some of the recap that I do once a year. I've been doing this a number of years on YouTube now, and at least once a year I'll replay what I feel are relevant videos. Uh-oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Damn. My bad. My bad. You guys couldn't see it. So that's where I'm at right now. I need 1,000. I need 1,000. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, well, I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're just about there, and then I can crank out some more videos. They are not going to be behind a paywall. They're going to be videos that you can watch whenever, but I'll just crank out a lot more videos, that kind of thing. That's what's behind what I'm doing. Let me see here. Yeah, I get, like 4,000, that kind of stuff, views on my videos. I get views. But I'm still just under. I am almost there. So, and in the future, if you guys are looking for, I sound like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. In the future, if you are looking for any particular video to cover any particular subject, just hit me up. And I typically do those videos for you. That is typically what I do. And with that, all right, let me see here. Hold on one second. I don't know what the hell is going on with YouTube. We are getting close to the end of the year. With that being said, I try to do a recap with you guys. How has everything been going with signing up with the different manufacturers? Oh shoot! What the hell? I'm picking up that you guys want to learn more about commercial laundry. That is one of my those videos have more views than the refrigeration. Hold on one second. Yeah, Blue Air. I can definitely cover more of that for you guys. So let me see what we got here. I don't want to miss any comments. Because we got Eli doing his thing for me right about now. So pretty soon I'll just wrap this stuff up with talking about Blue Air. Price increases are coming up too. I'm getting the emails. Every freaking day. Every freaking day. Huh. Hold on 1 second. Uh-oh. Something is wrong. Uh-oh. Yeah, every single day. Everybody's going up on their prices for 2026. Refrigerant, excuse me. Refrigerant changes. Hold on, let me see if I can find this one with Scotsman. Scotsman is going with R290 across the board. 2026, Scotsman is rolling out R290. Let me see if I can find it. Brother Charles told me I missed the Scotsman training that was in Houston. Fun fact with Houston, they usually do rollback. They roll back around at least once or twice. So I have sometimes URI hosts one Scotsman training, and then URI hosts one, and then somebody else hosts somebody else ends up hosting another Scotsman class. So let me see if I can find anything about it. Let me see if it's going to be oh damn, you guys can't see. Let me see if it's going to be listed. Primary application will say restaurant, and let's see what the spec sheet has. Let me see if they have it listed here, because they sent me a notice saying that they're going with R290 on all their units. You might want to check with these manufacturers because the distribution is changing. Distribution is changing in various different markets. For my market, if you're in Texas with me, Scotsman is rearranging some of their distributors. Isomatic is rearranging some of their distributors. So we're getting ready to go through a moment. Let me see what else I can get on Scotsman. Hold on 1 second. And as always, look, you're gonna have to plot out your training from now. You got to make a decision on what you're going to go with and what you're going to put off till 2027. But 2026, you need to already have a game plan as to are you going to do oven training this year? Are you going to do dishwasher training this year? Are you doing commercial laundry training this year? And how far you're willing to go. Because this seems like it's going to be one of the years for training. Unox is doing training this year. You have on the oven side. So Unox on the oven side, combi ovens. I don't know why I keep wanting to call them a Vadco. Alto-Shaam, Unox, Alto-Shaam. I mean, those two by themselves are gonna elevate your service company. What happens when you go to these training classes? You get to form a connection with the factory. They get to see how you behave in class, the questions that you ask. Then you get to, like I said, you do this face-to-face connection. And then when you're back home, that's when your calls come in. You don't need that many diverse clientele actually to make a difference on your bottom line. I was watching Commercial Kitchen Chronicles yesterday, and I believe the guy's Rich. His name is Rich, and he went out on his own. And like he said, he has just picking up one new customer had he noticed a difference in his bottom line with just one new customer. Because if you get a nice new customer, hopefully that one new customer can then cover the cost of at least one employee. What I'm hoping for in 2026 is this new arrangement that I have with one of the manufacturers. Is they're giving me the installs, they're giving me the delivery, the installs, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, my apps, I told you my app says that I've signed up with several of these companies. Yeah, signing up doesn't mean anything, right? Signing up is only the first step. So my apps come from the residential side. When you come from the residential side, the only thing that is applicable to the commercial side is your skill, your ability to use your meter, your ability to use your tools, understanding electrical, understanding the circuitry, how to read schematics, any knowledge you have on refrigeration, any knowledge you have on hot side, that you can use that knowledge over here. How the business works is completely different. Now you're working B2B. They only want to know, they only typically want heavy hitters. I made it my mission to give you guys manufacturers that are on the come up. So these manufacturers are trying to break into the market. They're usually shunned by the larger service companies. Fun fact, the larger service companies can make or break a manufacturer. So if your market is dominated by 2 or 3 large service companies, and that those 2 or 3 large service companies decide that they don't want to do any calls for Blue Air, they don't want to do any calls for Atosa, right? Then that brand is not going to get coverage in that market. I don't give a damn what they do. It helps when they actually put their own service technicians in play. Atosa will do that from time to time. Dukers will do that from time to time. And I don't know of anybody else that'll do that, but Atosa and Dukers will put a guy in a van to try to bolster that market. So when you have the big companies, and I say 3, it could be, as many as like 10, when manufacturers are shunned by Tech24, when they're shunned by Smart Care, Hobart is only going to service Hobart. So when that happens, these other lines, they die. When you come around and I tell you, hey, you can go ahead and work for Atosa, Blue Air, Everest, all these other smaller manufacturers, no, you're not going to get a ton of calls. They're not selling a ton of units. They're not selling a ton of units. What you do get is you get an introduction to these customers. You get an introduction to who's using it. And now you're paid to be introduced to these people. And once again, it's up to you if you actually want them. Just because you do the work at that location doesn't mean you got to give them your information. If it's somebody I don't want to deal with, I usually, tell them, hey, look, any issues you may have, anything you want to know, please refer to the manufacturer. If you have a problem, contact the manufacturer, and then that manufacturer will contact me. Oh, so Scotsman, URI, Scotsman out there in California. They're focusing on the Prodigy, which is the ice dispenser, as they should. Hold on, let me do some following. Let me see if this is the year. Let me see if this is the year for Follett. If you don't know, some of Follett's larger clientele include Chick-fil-A, include Costco, include Sam's Club. Let's see here what we got. And before the pandemic, they were on a 3-year rotation. So once every 3 years, the trainers would go out and they would have these huge training classes. And they would feed us steak and everything else like that. We go out, we get these large training manuals. Large training manuals. I got one around here somewhere. My last surviving training manual. My customers will see this training manual and they will do their best to steal it from you. Oh, nothing. So it looks like they for on-demand training. No. All right, so you put your name on the list. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. And when they do have something, they will contact us. So I'll put myself on the list. Until then, yeah, they have the webinars, on-demand technical training, service agents working on Follett, preventative maintenance. Oh shoot, I'd have to do this on. I use an Apple, so I had to use the Apple browser. But anyway, so you can log in. It's completely free to sign up with Follett. But they have all their videos. They have, matter of fact, before I get into the videos, so it's just like Manitowoc and some of the other ones where they have all of these videos listed. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, my apps, you have to, my app says, hold on, let me put these hand glasses back on. You'll keep signing up. My market has all the big boys. Right. So the big boys don't service everything. Even if what you got to understand is, let's just say it's Tech24. So Tech24 is busy taking care of hospitals, grocery stores, IKEA, stuff like that. Your smaller locations that might have similar equipment, they don't deal with them. The client itself is too small for Tech24 to be bothered. Tech24 is tied up with nationwide service contracts. So they are providing service to all the IKEAs nationwide. They're providing service for, let's say, a particular brand of movie theater chains nationwide. So that's something that these large companies do. They sell these service contracts and they have to respond. Some have to respond within 8 hours. Others, they have at least, about 24 hours that they have to actually have a technician on site. So they're providing that type of service. And so to go out for Aurelio's Italian grocery store, they're not particularly interested in that. But that could be wide open for you. And here's the Follett book. It's a little messed up. I've shown this book a number of times. This one that didn't get stolen is from 2019. This was right before the pandemic hit. It's like things got shut down. I think a month after this class. But it has. I mean, look at the size of the book. All the schematics. All kind of illustrations, how to, you get this at the training class. The training class for Follett, I do believe it is free. I do believe the Follett class is free. Now, with that being said, these things can change at any time. My stuff is slow today.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
All right. So Jake's repair service says this year I ran 2 out of 4 calls for a Tosa. MVP is in bankruptcy, so they're not going to pay you. Only way you're going to get paid from MVP is if you have them pony up a credit card. So MVP is in bankruptcy right now. Not going to get paid from MVP. So that's what I've been telling everybody. You don't run MVP. No MVP. They're in bankruptcy. And Dukers is called, but they were out of your area. Yeah, and then Jake's Repair, CEO Jake's. Like I said, the Atosa calls. Yeah, if you have, like, if Atosa dispatches you something and then they take it away, they basically put you on the do not service list. If Atosa gives you calls, and they're never going to tell you, but if they feel that you're too expensive, they're not going to call you. They might call you in a calendar year. You know, it's 360 more days after that. They might give you a call. So it's all those type of things. So it's when they send you a call, he says Blue Air has called you once. They do look at feedback from the customer, especially when you're new on their books. How you interact with tech support, how soon you go out on calls. All those things are what they take notice of. Okay, so Jake's Repair says Micromatic. So you're going to try and make that trip. You're going to try to make that trip. Hold on. So with Micromatic has some accounts. They have some accounts. I am not into the whole bar scene thing like that. I'm set up for it. I do the dishwashers, I do ice machines. And then with Micromatic, you're pretty much locked in. But like I said, I'm in the last in the later stages of life, being 50. So I have to let go of some of my prejudice and do what is financially viable. And so with the Micromatic, yes, you learn everything from independent units. These are power packs. This competes with Perlic. So Micromatic. So what these do is these pump the glycol through the trunks, the lines that carry the beverages, because Micromatic does more than just beer. They do beer, they do kombucha, and wine. Beer, kombucha, wine, and coffee. My bad. Beer, kombucha, wine, and coffee. And so these are our power packs that keep the beverage cold from the time it's pumped to the time it comes out of the tap. So yeah, I think last time I was talking to you guys, I actually left out the coffee part. So that is their that's their market: beer, wine, kombucha, coffee. And you can look on Instagram and various other places, and you'll see they have this really nice self-serve automated system where you download the app and you do your QR code, pretty much like what they're doing for soda now, and then you get to pour as much beverage as you want, and it builds your account. And so there's no bartender needed. There's no bartender. The QR code turns on the tap, and so if you're at a vineyard, it will dispense, a flight right there, and it charges your account. So whatever the wine is, you can get that. Each faucet is a dedicated beverage, but the QR code turns on each and every faucet, and it's timed so no one else can use it. They try to go behind you, they're only going to get maybe a drop if somebody pushes you out the way. Matter of fact, let me see if you guys are interested in seeing that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, see, there's the kombucha. Kombucha on tap. We have a lot of Koreans. We got a lot of Koreans in this country. Best flavor, kombucha. And so, they can sell Micromatic in Asia, serving kombucha. Kombucha on tap. And then, like I said, they have this whole endless faucet thing. Micromatic is also the one that dispenses the beverage from the bottom of the glass. So they have a magnetic, you have to use their specialized glasses, and it will remove the bottom of the glass. It pushes the bottom of the glass up, and then the beverage goes around the bottom of the glass. Let me see if they'll show it. So they do a lot of different innovations. Oh yeah, see, they're the ones that's doing all the dispensing for Guinness. I don't see how you can go wrong getting the Micromatic training. Let me see what he got. Oh, I forgot water and cocktails. Oof. Beer, wine, water, coffee, cocktails, kombucha. Let me see what the hell. Self-poured draft system. Right? So you would be the one to go out and service these units. So they're putting these things up everywhere. Airports, the lounges, stadiums, everywhere. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite to see. And then you actually learn how to install these. So you would learn how to work on them. You would learn how to install them. They teach you all of that. And like I said, once you kind of get into this thing, that's pretty much like where you're going to. That's pretty much where you're going to be. That's pretty much where you're going to be, because these things are going to take you like a week to put in. And like I said before, this is the one where I don't know where the hell the QR thing, or if they're using near face. Place your card. So this one is not using the phone. You get a card and you tap the card on it, and then you get to pull the tap, and it's set for a certain amount of time. As much beer as you want, I guess, according to every time you tap it or something like that. I don't know how that. Okay, they'll explain how it works. This one. So with the card, or you could use your phone. They have both of those systems in place. I don't know if you guys were aware of that. So this is Micromatic. No bartender. Bartender's been kicked to the curb. So that's one of their things. That's a Tosa. Of course, they're trying to always give me a Tosa because I brought that up to you guys. Oh, hold on one second. So that is Micromatic. That's just one of the nice new things that they got going on. One of the things that one of their target locations has been pizzerias. So how this has been working is the pizzeria has Micromatic install this automated beer system, and they just focus on selling pizza. All right, well, you get the idea. You get the idea. All right, you get the idea. Yo, yes. That's one of the examples that they use is a location in DC where it's like a wall of self-serving beer. That's so I think DC did have like a launch customer, but there's a video about that one, and it's probably more than one. But Micromatic is essentially handling everything. They're kind of doing the laundromat model. So yes, when you get that training through Micromatic, now you're in the mix on that one, because Micromatic kind of like gives these people a service plan. And so now all they have to do is stock the beer, make sure they handle rotation on the product. But even then, they don't have to do it. The micro brewer handles all that, and cleaning the lines and all that kind of stuff. You would just handle the actual beer cave, the box, the evaporator, the power pack, make sure, the brewer takes care of the lines and all that kind of stuff, but you would take care of the faucet. How many of you guys ever work on that kind of stuff? Not at freaking Hooters. I used to do Hooters. Now the freaking Hooters is on the way out. Unfortunately, Hooters is on the way out. So yeah, I don't foresee any negative thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about movie theaters, food halls, the casinos. I'm not big on casinos, but my wife is, and yeah, I do kind of pay attention to that kind of stuff. But this is where we're going. This is where we're going. Craftcade. So when you see these, there's no sign that says Micromatic. You gotta kind of know. And who the hell is using the one where you're using your phone? That one I don't know. So tap here, pour is Micromatic, and I don't know who the hell the other one is. Here's their certified installer network. So you go to class, and then you can become a certified installer, and then they have their find our service. So let's see who's in DC. Oh yeah, so they tightly control how the customer gets a list. So they want to know who the hell is asking. Perlick is like that too. Perlick is pricks. But they want to know who the hell is asking, and then they're going to give a curated list. Like if it's a big project or if it's some kind of like large chain, they're gonna use one of the bigger guys versus the smaller. But if it is like a small pizzeria and they want to order, they want to provide beer, 10 faucets, batter up. That would be you. That would be you. So let me go back to education. And so Micromatic is, as I explained a video or two ago, they have 3 different locations: Northeast, West, and Central. So Central is downstate Illinois, Northeast is Pennsylvania, and I forgot where the hell West is. But it's something that you would book far out in advance, get the best price on flight, get the best price on hotel. You have plenty of time to plan this kind of stuff out. Like, there's the trainers, and then you have some, to prepare yourself. You got some pre-recorded videos, and just so you
welcome everybody. Good afternoon or good morning to you, depending on where you're located. I want to say thanks for tuning in to another one of the Micromatic Dispense Institute webinars. I hope everybody is safe and well. The long term, if you mitigate some of these things before they get to be bigger, sure thing that goes on in lots of draft systems out there.
Yeah,
they do happen as well too. Refrigeration temperatures. It's all about temperature with draft beer, you guys. Temperature. The bigger ones can make a little bit of noise, but if you hear the same noise every day, they're clean, and with that, keep the critters out of it. So glasses and gloves for sure. Chemicals added to water. We don't want that splashing up. Chemical directions say between 2 and 3% caustic solution. So what that means for removing it as well too. So the 4 main bacteria is Lactobacillus, pectinitis, the best practice for all systems out here. Many studies have been done, 80 times more effective when we clean with a pump than static or just.
Now, most of the time, the supplier of the beverages is the one that's doing the beer cleaning. The only opportunity that you would have for line cleaning would be for brewers. I only have a few, and be honest with you, even those guys, because they clean their own kettles and their own drums and stuff like that, and they often just clean all their own lines and machines and stuff like that. So because they already got to clear out the wart and all that other stuff and sterilize the vats and stuff like that. So they typically clean their own stuff. So Jake says, yeah, it's one real close to you in PA. So you're gonna make a trip out of it. Go to the one in Cali. Okay. All right. Yeah, 2 for 1. That's the fun part. I did turn down like going to what's the German one? That's the combi ovens. They used to have a training facility in Vegas. They used to so it was training, and they had an office in Vegas. And during 2018, 2019, they closed it and never did reopen. But they used to do training classes in Chicago, and they used to do training classes in Vegas. So yeah, quarterly cleaning. But just so you know, it's typically not us that's doing it. Now, annual maintenance, that's us. Annual maintenance, that's one of our things. All right. I did come on late. I had a refrigeration job that kicked my ass. Oh, so I came on a little late. I've been doing my damnedest to try to provide multiple videos throughout the week. And that's something I'm going to continue and do in 2026, is to try and give you guys more videos weekly. I truly believe that is the only way that I'm going to be able to grow this channel, is to give you guys damn near a daily blast of videos. All right, let me see here what's going on with laundry. Let me see what's going on with laundry. That is going to be Electrolux. And Electro-Freeze hasn't updated their schedule. let me do Laundry Lux. It's the same thing. Laundry Lux, Electrolux, Wasco Mat. It is all the same thing. I usually have to do a little. I usually have to do a little more work to get in there. Hold on, let me see what Speed Queen's got going on. I think I missed Speed Queen training classes too for 2025. Anybody interested in Ansel? Anyone interested in Ansel? Oh, here's one right here. Oh, that's ASTI. Ah, that's going to be for the residential shit. No. We don't want none of the residential stuff. We want the commercial stuff. See, this is how they used to do. Now they got... Southgate office. There we go. 2026. 2026. All right. So some of the schedule is out. So let's get into it. January. So California, Southgate office. You have, that's January 17th. You have Speed Queen training class. If you're out that way, let me see what they got under events. And with laundry, you can go through a number of different ways to get some of the classes. There are at least 3 or 4 publication Gold Coin Laundry magazine. Gold Coin Laundry, a number of different publications are out there. Let me see what the hell Gold Coin's got. As far as, they got how-to videos. Let's see here. Service. No, let me just go to Dexter. Dexter's a good one. And there's the events. So in 2026, here you go from Florida. I really do suggest Dexter Laundry for you guys that want to branch out into the commercial laundry space. It's a lot less drama than dealing with Speed Queens / Alliance. A lot less drama. All right, my app says, unless you are doing installation, can you get commercial laundry customers? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, commercial laundry customers come, they'll kick in your dough, waving the fofo if they know that you exist. The thing is with commercial laundry, people don't know that you exist. They don't know how to find you. So commercial laundry, you will have, like I said, it's 50-50 when it comes to daycares and private schools. Your retirement homes, assisted livings, adult daycares, they all use commercial laundry. They're not using a Maytag washer. They're not using a little small, they're using a commercial washer. Your nail salons, you have a greater chance that they are using a commercial washer to wash their towels. Certain hot shave towel barbers, they are using a commercial washer machine. Now, these, don't get me wrong, these guys have tried. Some of those, they've tried using a regular wash machine, and they have found out that it doesn't it doesn't last. It doesn't last long. Doesn't wring out the clothes like the commercial units do, and so they're often in a situation where they don't have enough towels. Now the funny thing is, you don't forget about your golf courses, your hotels, your other type of resorts. All of them use multiple commercial washers and dryers. Even your little small motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. Hello, how can I help you? Would you like a room today? You know, so if you go to any one of them, they are going to have anywhere from 2 to about 4 commercial washers, and around the same with the dryers. You know, your Sleep Inn, your Days Inn, all of those places. Your all the ones by the hotels, and I mean all the hotels by the airports and stuff like that. They're all using commercial washers and dryers. So yes, it is extremely easy to get commercial washer and dryer customers. No one's going to give them to you. Speed Queen operates their own service. Dexter operates their own service. Continental operates their own service. The manufacturers operate their own service companies. They have purchased the distributors, and now the distributors are a subsidiary of Speed Queen, that type of stuff. And one of the ones that's the most egregious is Maytag. So Maytag, I mean, with anybody else, Speed Queen, Dexter, Wascomat, you can go up to them, you can get parts, you can go up to them, and they'll actually provide you with some assistance. Not Maytag. Maytag will beat you with a stick. You know, I mean, you're not even going to be able to get in over there. You're not going to get any phone calls to them. Nothing. Maytag doesn't want you touching their equipment whatsoever. They're not going to give you any assistance, and good luck with finding any. You might be able to find parts, but good luck with any assistance on their equipment. Ain't happening, Captain. And I'd like to thank everybody that's here today, tuning in to the channel. Once again, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Help it. We are almost there. Subscribe to the channel. I just need my 1,000 subscribers, and I can stop all the fun. I can stop all the damn fundraising. Well, this is what I do: offer training on appliances. So like I said, be on the lookout. The new schedules will be coming out for all of these training classes, whether it is laundry that you're into, whether it's commercial dishwashers, ovens, commercial ovens, convection. No, my apps, it's not around there. I just told you, it's nationwide. It's from sea to shining sea. But it's not like Scotsman. The Speed Queen, I know the trucks have a different name on them for the service company. That service company is owned by Speed Queen. They just haven't changed the name yet. Even here in Houston, that company, it no longer exists. They're still using the name. The company is gone. They fired, they fired everybody. The techs get a check from Speed Queen. It no longer says the name on the van. That is like that in California. That is like that in New York. That is like that in Florida. That is like that in Texas. Speed Queen has done that nationwide. I think Dexter's done that. It's done that nationwide with laundry. And as far as like Scotsman, so Scotsman kicked a lot of people to the curb on the commercial side. On the residential side, they use the same service provider that takes care of Sub-Zero. And so they actually had stopped that for a brief second, and they reinstituted that agreement between Seasonal Comfort and Scotsman, but they had stopped it for a hot second because Sub-Zero had developed, yet again, Sub-Zero had developed their own ice machine. But the servicers, the service company, the franchisors at Seasonal Comfort said that they were missing out on too much money by no longer servicing the Scotsman residential. So they put up a big fuss, and Scotsman took them back. Now, as far as commercial, there isn't, I mean, any and everybody can service Scotsman. Like I said, Scotsman has, especially here, there's been a big shakeup with Scotsman. And what am I talking about? It is nationwide. It's a big shakeup. Even that company, they've even changed their name. So it is no longer that name that they were using. They are now using the name of the dealership. The dealer name is now on the service vans. So it's all one name. It used to be 8 different companies, 8 different distributors. And in 10 years ago, they started consolidating. Legally, they were able to fall under one name. And so now they're one name. And so they don't even use the different name for the service trucks. It is now the name of the company on the service trucks. During that process, they decided, fun fact, my apps, that service company that did the Scotsman commercial, they decided to go on down to Asia. They did this one here. They decided to go to Asia. Hold on one second. Where the hell did that video go? Oh no, I got rid of it. Anyway, I was going to show the pimp going down the steps. So they decided to go on over to Asia and get their own brand of ice machine. Sell and service their own ice machine, cut Scotsman out altogether. Scotsman didn't take too kindly to that. Scotsman kicked them to the curb. Same time, also part of Ollie Group, the dishwasher brand kicked them to the curb as well. So they lost both Ollie Group brands within 2025. Within 2025, hold on. Ollie Group. Oh shit, I should do North America. And they were a large. So Champion Champion Scotsman, Caprigiani, Beverage Air. I'm signed up with, like I said, I'm signed up with most of them. I do work for Amana Menu Master, Express Chef. Yeah. American Dish. All right, we're getting close. Almost there. I don't deal with the Belshaw stuff. And Caprigiani, Champion, CMA. So in 2025, that company that used to service Scotsman from sea to shining sea lost CMA, and they lost Scotsman in 2025. So these things are not my apps. That's why you always have to stay trained. That's why you always have to stay in the mix. These things are always in flux. These companies that manufacture this equipment, it's like monopoly. They're always changing hands, getting bought up, and it's a Game of Thrones. It's a freaking Game of Thrones out there. So Speed Queen is not like Scotsman around where you live. Speed Queen is not like Scotsman where anyone lives, because now Scotsman is up for play. Isomatic is like up nationwide. Isomatic is up for grabs. It's a whole Game of Thrones. So keep the questions coming. I want to thank the contributors to the channel, of which I've had many. Let me say thank you real quick in case we end this thing. In case we end this thing a little early. So I had Darius Croft. Darius, thank you very much for contributing to the show. And the rest of you. If you'd like to contribute to the show, the information is listed on your phone. It's up top. On your screen, it is down at the bottom. And let me, because I have a special thank you for Darius. If I can find it. And as always, like I said, this is the information for Costco. So if you want to do work for Costco, you want some new, they're not, how do I say? These are dispatch jobs that will turn into a COD. So this is your chance to get introduced to new business owners in your market. These are Costco business shoppers. And so because they're buying through Costco, they have the ability to call Costco and let them know they have a problem. And then Costco in turn finds a service provider for their Costco members. So if you would like to be listed with Costco, the information is down below on your screen, and on your phone, it's at the top. I thought I had one for Darius. There it is. I knew I had one for Darius. Thank you very much for contributing to the last show. And I really do need to do a video for everybody that's contributed in 2025. You guys showed me a lot of love out there in 2025. A lot of love. Much appreciated. Very humbling. Very humbling. So to wrap this whole thing up, hey, if you want to make more money in 2026, there is no way around it. You're going to have to add some technicians. How are you going to keep your technicians working? My advice is, hey, sign up with as many manufacturers as possible. You're seeing in the chat, you're not going to get that many calls. You don't need that many calls. You really only need one or two nice size clients for your CODs. Most of you guys are interested in AC work. So like I said, that is your way in. You come in doing an ice machine. You come in doing a walk-in cooler. You come in doing a deep fryer. And while you're there, you let them know that you also service their AC. Like on Commercial Kitchen Chronicles, and they say, hey, getting that email address to the one person that matters is important. You can kind of shoot in the dark. I've done the same myself. But when you're already there and you get a dispatch for these places, you're going to get the contact number. You're going to get the big boss's email address. You're going to get everybody who you need. You're going to get their contact information. Matter of fact, I'm doing the Houston Zoo. I'm doing the Houston Zoo tomorrow. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Hold on. And this is going to be, this is Continental. I don't know if I'm gonna have. I don't know if it's gonna be. It might be. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. Have you had more engagement from Air King? Yeah. Oh yeah, tons of them. Yeah. Like I said, Air King is giving me. Air King is giving me, for all of Houston, they're giving me all the deliveries. So the units that are going to be delivered, that they need casters put on, the wheels and all that stuff put on, they need an install. Those are going to be shipped to me, and then I'm going to bring them out to the customer. I'm going to be getting CODs as well as warranty claims. So Air King does pay through direct deposit. You can get a check if you like. They pay me through direct deposit. Pretty smooth. I don't know exactly how long they would take. Mine it took like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The gentleman I gave the information to, his grandfather died during that period. So I don't know if it's just normally a 2-week wait period or a week, but I'll find out. Either way it goes, 2 weeks is not that bad, and then I don't have to wait on a damn check. Get that direct deposit. So the direct deposit is always nice, always nice. So that is that. What I want to show you. Like I said, I do have. Hold on. If you do want to come up right before I cut this thing off, you are all more than welcome. There it is. And let me see if I can share this screen real quick. So here in Houston, we have this lights. Zoo lights. Why is it doing that? There we go. We have zoo lights. Yeah, so Continental. So this is Continental system. They send me pictures. So before I even go out, I get to see pictures. Oh, they're using a damn LE controller. The door hinge is loose. I need to tighten that back up. They're going to need a new door gasket. They tore that door gasket. So that's the nice thing about, and this is the new Continental system. So I'm like fourth string. I'm fourth string in Houston. They do use one of the largest service companies in Houston. And then I get like some of the, the undesirables. So I get some schools. I get, like, this is the zoo. So nobody wants to, I mean, it's a large zoo. We're the fourth largest city in the United States of America. It is a nice size zoo. It's not Brookfield Zoo. It's not San Diego Zoo, but it is an extremely, I'm proud of it. It is a very large zoo. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Maywood specifically. I used to live like 20 minutes away from Brookfield Zoo. We used to go to Brookfield Zoo every, we had my mother is a lifetime member, I believe. And we used to go to Brookfield Zoo every week. So Houston Zoo, I got to go to the center, to Jack's Cafe. Yeah, and they give you the number and everything else of who to contact. And then it'll be up to me, if I want to add them to, to the list of companies I'm already servicing. Digital thermostat and the thermostat is the EVCO controller. So how did I know it was the EVCO controller? From here. And there's that damn EVCO controller. Come to find out, the reason why people are using the EVCO controller is because the other controllers are not available. They've been ordering from LAE. They've been ordering controllers from Corel. They've been ordering controllers from everybody, and no one has enough controllers to supply. EVCO has stepped up and filled the void. Anyway, so I have all that stuff there. All that stuff. So they give me, yeah, I get the link to the portal, the whole nine. The whole nine. Of course, you guys know I did one of the Vitamix. I did take care of Vitamix. Now, with that, is there anything else? Is there anything that you guys would like for me to cover before we end this thing? Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry about being late. I had a refrigerator. I had a QBD unit that kicked my ass.
Is there no one else?
Anybody? So I will do better about my frequency and coming of broadcasting and come out and try to do multiples. In addition to the 2 I do every Monday and Thursday, I'll try to do more throughout the week. Every time you leave a question or a comment, it goes right to my phone, YouTube, so I will see it if you do have a question. And with that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Gentlemen, don't waste your time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes. Be high on hopes. Gentlemen.
Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. I got your attention now? Good. A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit. I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.